Hi everyone, my name is Kalia and welcome to my channel. I appreciate you guys for coming and listening to me today. I'm going to be talking about relocating to Atlanta, what it entails, what it takes, what you need to do to get prepared, especially if you're coming from a small town or a small city or a state that doesn't have as many opportunities, I should say. So let's get into the point. The reason why you guys came here today is because you want to know what you need to do to move to Atlanta. The first thing I would suggest is you figure out what you're going to do. Are you working right now? Are you relocating? Do you already have a job here? Are you applying from a different state and going to come to interview? You want to make sure that you are sticking to a budget. You know your budget based off of what you're making, and you won't be able to know that until you of course have a job. So I'm just gonna give you like some rough estimates. So let's say if you were making $14 an hour, you're working full time, you got a little admin job. We're gonna say Dejanay, because I love me some Proud Family, y'all. If y'all don't know about Proud Family, then ooh, we got a problem, boo boo. But anyways, let's say Dejanay got a job. She was working as an administrative assistant. She was making $14 an hour, and I'm giving you guys some real life situations because it's easier to, if you go based off of like the realistic amount that you can make here in Atlanta, it will kind of give you an idea of what exactly you would be getting. So $14 is a good, it's a pretty decent average admin. You can definitely get an admin for $14 an hour. You're working full time and you make $14 an hour, so you multiply those two together and you'll get $560. This is what you're making per week, okay? So a lot of people will go and they'll take the $560 and then multiply it by 4 because there's 4 weeks in a month, but there's 52 weeks in a year because some are off, right? So you want to multiply this $560 times 52 weeks. When I multiplied that, I got 29,120. Okay? After that, I was like, okay, maybe Dejanay is driving for Lyft or Uber, or she does Uber Eats or something on the side where she's getting some income, right? Let's say she's making an extra $200 a week based off of that, which is feasible in Atlanta. Like, it's super busy, it's the city, a lot of people do it. So let's just say she's making an extra $200 a week. So again, you're gonna take that $200, you're gonna multiply it by that 52, because it's 52 weeks in a year, and you get $10,400, right? That's $39,520 if you didn't see it. So what we want to determine is how much are you making per month. This right here is going to be the number that everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to calculate before they start looking. It's going to save you a lot of time and energy and heartbreak, because I don't want you to go to an apartment or a house that you want to rent and you're like, oh my goodness, I love it, and then you get through the process and realize that you cannot afford it or you can't get approved because they require you to make 3 times the rent and you only make 2.5 times the rent. So when you divide this in half, and I've already did the calculations because I wanted to have it prepared. When you do the math, it's 3,293. This is the rate you need to pay attention to. You have $3,293 per month. At this point, I would suggest you calculate all of your bills. How much are you going to be spending on gas? How much are you going to be spending on food, your electricity, calculate all of that. Your car note, your car insurance, anything that you could think of, you need to calculate that, right? Put that on one sheet, and then I would suggest you divide this number by 3, right? You get 1097. 3,293 divided by 3, I think it's 1097, or it's near 1,100, right? That's how much you can spend. That's how much you're approved for. You're pre-approved for. So that's basically a third of what you bring in per month. And that's not even a third of what you bring in per month, because this amount is before taxes. So you guys know when you're getting your check, they take out money for taxes. They take out money for healthcare. This is before all of that. So you're going to be bringing in much less than $3,293, depending on how you file for your taxes. Your Dejanay is approved for 1097, right? So Dejanay is like, girl, I don't want to spend $1,100 a month. I only want to spend $1,000 a month. Okay, cool. This is going to determine which part of Atlanta you're going to be able to stay in. If you're going to be on the outskirts of Atlanta, or you're going to be in Atlanta, but let me get it right now. You do your research, because it ain't all fine and dandy. So a good area in that budget for Dejanay may be Austell, Marietta, Georgia, Stone Mountain, Georgia. You got Lithonia, you got Decatur. Even some of these amounts are going up, but you may be able to find something for 1,000. You want to do your research and make sure the area you are looking for is going to be the best fit for you and your family. Okay. Once you determine a location, figure out why you're doing that. Are you going to school there? How long is the commute from work? Are you working from home? Perfect. Do you have children in school that need to go in a certain district? Figure out all of those things. If this is going to, help you narrow down your search when you're looking for an apartment. So with that, you found you a place, you put in the application. Some places want you to pay a deposit and the admin fee up front. So, that's going to be in addition to your application fee before you get approved. And you want to make sure you ask that up front. So once you fill out your application and you're approved and everything, and you want to go ahead and set up your utilities, if you're getting cable, internet, all of these things. A lot of apartment communities, and I've noticed, most of them want you to have renter's insurance. This is going to be another fee. So up front, you can expect to pay your application fee, your admin fee, your deposit. Some of them will charge an amenity fee. Some of them will charge you for your gate card. If you're credit challenged, then you may be required to pay a higher deposit. You may get 1 month's rent deposit. I will always suggest people prepare for the worst. If you know that your credit isn't good, prepare to get denied, essentially. Like, honestly, prepare to get denied. Best case scenario, you get a high deposit, and that's 1 month's rent. So prepare yourself to pay 1 month's rent in addition to the first month, whatever your prorate is, because that 1 month may be equal, your deposit may be equal to 1 month's rent if your credit challenged. If you guys want any tips, or you have any questions, you're thinking about relocating, or you already live here, let me know. I'm a licensed realtor here in Atlanta, Georgia. I work in Atlanta and the surrounding areas. So if you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell, just let me know. One last thing before I go, because I almost forgot. So I am thinking about either changing this channel or making a second channel. I want to know if you guys would be interested in seeing me tour Atlanta, to see me tour different parts of the city, or to see me tour different houses and apartments and all of these things. So that way, if someone were looking to relocate, or also was just looking to buy a house and you already live in Atlanta, or you were looking to rent a house, I would already have those resources here at your disposal. So let me know if you would be interested in something like that. I honestly love the idea. It will take a lot of work. I don't want to do it if you guys are not interested in something like that. So let me know. Please give me some feedback. Thank you again for watching, and I am done.